The Chic Code, la la la.
You're listening to the Chic Code podcast with Rhoda Alyssa and Sophia Arisa. All things chic, candid, and comedy.
Hey girlies, welcome back to another episode of the Chic Code podcast, and this episode is proudly brought to you by the Acacia Geneo.
Celebrate your wedding your way. Say goodbye to cookie cutter ballrooms and say hello to Acacia Geneo.
Where every celebration takes root. Enjoy airy light-filled spaces, beautifully themed decor, and Swensens unlimited catering to delight every guest.
Follow the Acacia SG on Instagram and TikTok or call 6995-2602 to book your personal tour.
Yes. Thank you so much, the Acacia Geneo, for powering our episodes. Let's see that Instagram right now. Kalau korang belum follow, please follow the Acacia SG.
Yes, correct.
Oh, the first post is gambar Wirda dengan Sunday Club.
Yes, I
Welcome to Sunday Club. Wow.
Yeah, kalau sesiapa tengah cari like a wedding venue, please do check out Acacia SG. The venue is perfect. It's perfect location. It's at Kentridge. It's near Kentridge.
Yes.
And also, if you, of course, usually most of the time weddings are on weekends. The car park is free on weekends.
Yes.
Car park is free on weekends. And kau naik atas car park je, ada lift, naik atas je, dah Acacia Geneo. So kalau korang tak tahu Acacia Geneo dengan Swensens, tak faham. Acacia SG, it's in Swensens itself. So, the food is by Swensens. So can you imagine the buffet spread is by Swensens.
Best
So
gila.
there's Western, there's Indian, there's Chinese, there's Malay cuisine, and not forgetting their classic. Of course, Swensens is known by the desserts, right?
Yes.
So there's like macam A to Z punya dessert spread. You know.
Ada chocolate fondue, and then also there are traditional desserts as well.
Yes, you can create your own chocolate up to Sunday lah.
Yes, best gila. So kalau korang nak tengok venue dia, bolehlah makan dekat Swensens Unlimited dekat situ. Tengok sekali the Acacia Geneo.
Yeah, betul. And packages starts from 14,500 plus.
Yes. Sangat berpatutan. And senonoh, like what we dah say, berpatutan and senonoh. Senonoh. Okay, untuk hari ini kita nak baca email korang ni. Alright, caught my girlfriend of 10 years and fiance of 11 months cheating on me with a stranger. That's a lot of time wastage, yeah? 10 years and 11 months. Hi, Rita and Sophia. Do keep me anonymous. First of all, I just wanted to say that as one of the many male listeners of your podcast, this podcast honestly dah macam an insider's beginner's guide to the females in our life. And the incorporating of this chic bro term is so funny. Ha ha ha. Appreciate y'alls. Anyway, I just want to share a very painful lesson that I was blessed with this year and something that I never thought would happen to me. It all started with changes in the way my then fiancé, Kitty, bukan nama sebenar, acted. Kitty meow meow. Along with me having dreams of her, strong intuitions, and feeling like something was out of place. Throughout this whole ordeal, I was trying to put in more effort loving her and supporting her emotionally due to her stress and anxiety of applying for other jobs and the outcome of those applications. And I thought these were all the byproduct of that stress, but nope, I was wrong. Before this happened, we were still loving each other and being all lovely with each other, like any other long-term relationship lah. The typical ups and downs comes with it too. And I tried to water the grass on this side. Whoa, water the grass on this side, huh? And little did I know, she was busy putting her energy and efforts into another man. Anyways, a month plus before all this, I noticed behavioral changes like the lack of occasional updates about life and etc. Not texting as often and not meeting as often too. And also comes the changes in tone and the time you spent together talking to each other either via text or calls. Basically, the whole dynamic dynamics between us felt slightly off to me. When the behavioral changes started, I started getting suspicious. On a particular day, she told me that she would be waiting for her sister at the void deck to go home together. And when I trusted my gut and came by her place to look for her, she was nowhere to be found. Instead, she told me, "Oh, I bukan dekat bawah blok I lah." The twist of the story. I shrugged that off. Maybe I just didn't see her. All right. And before this, I even dreamed of her doing things with another man. I woke up feeling uneasy and shared this with her, but she reassured me. When asked if she would ever cheat on me, her answer was, "Oh my God, I would never." On another day, she would say that she's meeting up with her guy friend, but before she met up with her friend, she would be gone for an hour plus, no updates or random texts. Then eventually popped up and messaged me to tell me that she's already with a friend and sent through Telebubble for reassurance. Also, the place that she's meeting up with a friend is nearby to my workplace. And usually in these occurrences, we would meet up for me to just accompany her for a while while waiting for her friend to spend time together. And also before any assumptions are made, I am comfortable with her having guy friends, as I also met them before and understand that these were long-term valuable friendships. Yeah, no issues with that, right? All this came to an end before one day. All this came to an end when one day after work on 4th June, 5 days before our 10th anniversary. Wow. Lama Jack. 10
Lama.
years.
Jack Lama Jack.
Lama Jack. Chic Bro, lama Jack. 10 years. I got a strong feeling about dropping by her place, initially to surprise her with some of her favourite chocolates lah. But I was the one being surprised. Surprise. So I trusted my gut again. At this time, she already ended work at 6 and told me she's been home since 6:24 p.m. I dropped by without telling her, but see no signs of her bike. I searched for her bike at the block's open car park and the car park beside, but still nowhere to be found. Then I made my way to a block nearby just to see her enter into the parking lot and if she will enter alone. 20 minutes go by and there she was, riding in alone. So at this time, I was really wondering, why the need to lie to me? Pasal dia cakap dah sampai rumah apa?
Betul lah.
20 minutes, so means dah 6:40 p.m. baru dia masuk kapak. Where was she at earlier on? No thoughts of her cheating at all. Only thoughts were if she was okay or if there's any stress or baggages that she is keeping to herself. And so after she parked up her bike, I called her and sent her messages, but no replies. Then a few minutes after I started feeling off, I don't know whether it was panic attack or anxiety, but at this point, my fingers and toes were numb and I was hyperventilating. So I had to call her and told her that I was below her place and that I needed help, rushing her to come down with a cup of water. At this point, all I care about is the cup of water and some help to ease whatever this is. Dia macam tak sedar hati sampai dia.
Kau pernah hyperventilate?
Pernah Syul.
Bila?
That night.
Oh. Hyperventilate dia macam menggigil like.
Dia macam kau cannot control your body.
Then kau menggigil kan?
Menggigil and then kau cannot breathe. Kau tu macam
Ya, I pernah hyperventilate.
kau hyperventilate yang kat klinik tu Seram kan?
Enam tau.
Yes. Kau macam cannot feel it.
Kau pun
Yeah, and then kau
macam
tahu
enam
after the whole ordeal kan, baru kau rasa macam badan kau macam went through a whole lot of shit.
Ya, aku hyperventilate sampai aku cannot move.
That was scary.
It's scary.
That was so scary sir. Pasal kau ingatkan STROKE kan?
Babe.
Yeah.
Aku tu cannot move man. Sumpah. Ni seram time aku pregnant.
Astaghfirullahalazim. Yeah, that was so scary.
Yeah.
May we all don't have to experience that. That is so scary. Okay. So lelaki ni kena hyperventilation. Alright. So after 20 minutes and a couple of calls and messages urging her to help, she finally did. And after helping me calm down slightly, I proceeded to ask her, "Why did you lie to me?" She told me that she didn't find a need to update me because sometimes I'm busy. When I'm busy, I do so too. I said I understand, but I also do update her as soon as I'm free and did not lie to her. And I asked her, why would you say that you were home, but when I came by to drop you something, your bike was nowhere to be found? And so she came clean and told me that she was at the AF gym dekat Kinex. Cerita Singapore ni. Usually, she goes to the one behind her house. So I found it a little odd lah. Kenapa kena pergi kat Kinex? According to her, she was home at 6:24, but I saw her come into the parking lot at 7:30. So if I were to calculate all that up, if she went out to the gym at 6:25, that's a 15 minutes ride to reach Kinex, which is 6:40. From Kinex to her place is another 15 minutes. So she must leave the gym at 7:15. This guy is really doing the math. That's a 35 minutes gym session. And that isn't even counting walking time, cool down, toilet, walking to use the machines, parking, and etc. Ha ha ha. But still, it's fine. Maybe she just wanted to try out a new gym and have a quick workout. I proceeded to ask her if her words were true, and surely if we were to go to Kinex now and if I were to ask the gym staff if she was there, would they be able to vouch for her? And then she said, why would they? Obviously because there are staff at the gym still at that timing. But nevertheless, she lied. She said, yes. Okay, I gave her the benefit of the doubt again and put that aside. Afterwards, we talked about an hour or so about what was wrong, the behavioral changes I noticed, and the obvious changes in the way she acted. She told me that with her job changes, she started questioning everything around her. And this happened quite often because she's the type to always be anxious and overthink. And yes, this overthinking part of her about her future and her life is a constant pattern, so I gave her the benefit of doubt again. This is who she is, and this is the person I chose to make my partner. I do not understand at that point why is it that when she questioned her life, why did I have to be a movable expect? I still wanted to work on this. A relationship as long as 10 years does not come with no cracks, no mistakes, no challenges. I recognize that. Whether it be on her part or my part, I will always be willing to work on it. But all I heard during the hours-long conversations was only about my shortcomings and my flaws as a person. Aku rasa dia dah cheat, dia turn lah the table.
Of course
Jadi,
lah.
it's a normal pattern lah. Dia
Normal
dah almost dah kena bocui. So dia macam, oh, it's you yang ni.
Yeah.
Then we began to walk to the nearest kopitiam to use the toilet. Throughout, I still had conversations with her, talked her through this whole thing and clearing whatever doubts she had. When we were at the kopitiam, I had a strong feeling to check her phone, but I didn't. For context, that wasn't our relationship dynamics at all. We had trust in each other not to do that. Then we went to sit down somewhere else to talk more. And I don't know if this is her way of detaching from me by making all this analysis of who I am as a person. But it was more again about me and me. Conflicts from years ago started to resurface. Conflicts that we have ironed out, as she was the type to want to let it all be said so that we can move on from arguments, work from it and not to ungkit about it. Now this conflict started to resurface again. Also saying things that she wasn't attracted to me anymore. All these things popping up when we already got engaged last July, and from then my thought was full focus on wedding and be better as partners for our next phase. Then an hour must have passed by before we headed to the kopitiam again to use the toilet. This time we talked more going to the kopitiam, and it sounded like she did not want to work on it anymore. But at this point I was no doubt upset lah, but I had to accept it. So I went to the toilet, did what I have to do, and I finally checked her phone, and my heart sank when I saw a WhatsApp message that read, "Something feels wrong." Then another message that read, "Is everything okay, baby?" Along with 2 missed calls coming from a name that I don't even know who and a profile picture of a stranger to me. But that WhatsApp conversation was already wiped clean. That was the only thing left on the chat.
Oh,
New message lah, come
new
in.
message. Love.
All this coming from someone who would read up gossips about cheaters and bashing on them. But look at that. Look at what it comes to now.
Oh, damn.
She deleted all that before coming down. She knew she wanted to keep it a secret from me. So if I didn't find out about any of this, I would have went through my whole life not knowing that she cheated on me. I would have been kept in the dark about all this and would have thought that the reason why we broke up is because of my past mistakes, flaws, and her simply not being attracted to me anymore. That would have been cold, heartless, and selfish. So I went out, keep calm at first, and finally I asked her. She said it was a friend.
Kawan lah.
So I asked
And
her.
dorang mesti akan marah tau. My friend lah, why?
Yeah. Kan. Then he asked, your friend call you baby?
It's just a joke what?
Wah, tiba jadi joke. At this point, I was just confused, betrayed, and had no words at all for this whole thing. I felt like puking. I really felt like this was too fake to be real. She went on to say that this guy was a friend that she met when buying her Vespa. For context, Guy was a friend of the seller of the bike. No wonder I couldn't see anything off before this. Everything was through WhatsApp, which we didn't use except for calls. Throughout the end of April and May, when she started acting different, I would check her Instagram or Twitter or TikTok for anything off or catch hints about her stresses or if anything that I do wrong, new followers or follow, but I see nothing. A conscious effort was made to hide all of this. Ooh. So then I pressed her to be honest with me and to tell me the truth. But I knew I couldn't trust her, so I searched her phone and there I found more. Logged calls on WhatsApp, video calls, late night calls, and late night video calls. Pictures of her and the guy on that day itself spending the day out and going to those spots where you can rent a private room to watch movies. Lol. Got such places now.
I don't know, man.
I saw pictures of her out with a guy, taking OOTDs, the guy resting his head on her and whatnot. Lots of pictures of them being very close. Later on, she came clean and also shared that she actually ended work earlier than usual that day and was out with that guy throughout the day. Even screenshots of my earlier text to her asking her to come down probably sent to the guy before she deleted the text. Screenshots of TikToks with captions like, I think I should be sitting on your lap kissing you instead of missing you. What? You might not be my first love, but I'll make you my last. Also. Perempuan ni dah angau, kau tahu tak? Dah angau bercinta dengan si Fata ni.
Yeah.
All this wasn't sent to me, so it was clear who they were for. Only after all of this came to light, she asked if it's possible for us to work through this.
Pick one lah, girl. If you love your boyfriend, these things won't happen, ma. So you just leave lah this guy and go to your whatever. Cause
kesian lelaki
yeah,
ni.
kesian. Don't string him along.
Exactly. Alright. Dia cakap dia nak work through this. Aku rasa she's only sorry that she got caught lah.
Yeah.
When earlier she said that she knows that this is already over. And the evidence I found crushed me even more. And these were the only ones that I found. I do not even know what else she was hiding. So I told her to be really honest with me. How long has this been ongoing for? And she told me it was for a month plus towards the end of April. Mind you, in this time span, I was still going over to visit her and her family, spending time with them, and also towards the end of April, even go out to Raya with her friends and mine. Going to a friend's engagement, treated her to a concert that she wanted to go in hopes of lifting a bit of her stress. All this going on in that space of time while she was talking to another guy behind my back. And also, on the day of the concert, mid-May, I asked her again if there was anything off or feelings that she wants to get out regarding us. And even asked her if you are trying to see other people. I felt that since these changes that I noticed that has been happening for weeks, it's only right that I initiate to ask these questions. Nevertheless, she said no to it all again, and that this was all due to her stresses and doubts. So I just accepted that and tried to be more present for her during this challenging period. Wow, damn. So back to the day when I pressed her again to be honest and tell me if she had been physically intimate with this guy. She confessed that she had made out with a guy and was intimate with him, but not physically intimate. Huh? Was intimate but not physically intimate. Means what?
Girl is so confused lah.
I'm so confused too. How does that make sense? Insisting that it was all true love, no lust. Saying that she started to grow genuine feelings of love for the guy. They have also been confiding in each other, talking about everything under the sun, including the relationship between her and I. Not even confiding in me, but instead pouring it out to another man. Airing out dirty laundry that I know nothing of to someone that I don't know of. And I'm not aware of what she told him or what dirt she put on my name. Clueless throughout this. Having a whole new relationship when you are already engaged is something I don't understand at all. Why give the space for another relationship to be built when we've already booked a wedding venue that she picked and wanted so badly? And we're in the build-up of wedding preparations and saving up for the future.
Yeah, this girl's confused, bro.
She is so sasui.
So sweet.
Oh, and also she confessed that she has been going out for night rides with this new friend of hers. This whole 10-year relationship, never have I ever seen her with someone who would meet up with another random new guy that I'm unaware of at night to go on bike rides without at least updating me about shit. Or the very least, introduce me to her new friends too. Never saw her in the light, let alone cheat. No new mention of new friends. Basically, I didn't know they existed. After a whole conversation with family from her side involving trying to make it work, and stupidly enough, I was even willing to put it aside, this whole situation, to work on us. Even had conversations between us where she boldly saying, if you were to call this off, then what if my parents don't give me the restu to be with this guy? Bro!
Geramnya.
She's...
Yeah.
It's so messy. Then kau nak apa sebenarnya?
Yeah, what you want?
What you want? Surprised she even had that in mind while we were trying to fix things.
Yeah.
But I guess her next move would be to ditch this relationship and get along with this new guy. So the same way how she found out a job first before leaving her previous job was the same way how she found a man first before leaving this relationship. Ini bukan kerja, no.
Betul.
Kau kena kasih one-month notice. Bukan, okay? We even had a call with that guy where he was admitted that he was aware that she was in a relationship, but she only told him that I was a boyfriend of 7 years, not even a fiance. And 3 years less too. And on the call, this guy was bold enough to tell me that he has been cheated on before. So respectfully, he knows how it feels. What the
Tapi kau aware ni.
Kau aware? Lepas tu kau nak sedapkan hati lelaki ni. Tak apa bro, aku pun dulu pernah kena cheated on. Tapi ni kau yang... Kau faham tak?
Yeah. Oh, cheat Singapore ni.
In Singapore. So respectfully, he knows how it feels. That's bullshit, sial. And still he went ahead to help her cheat. And on top of that, she told me this Fata guy is in a complicated relationship with another girl. And on a break, aku just lost, bro. Also, side note, this overthinking has been a pattern of hers, and this happened twice before. The first time this happened was 2023, also due to a job change. She let me on for a month. By the end of the month, I told her I cannot be brushed aside while you toy with the decision of having me in your life or not.
Yeah.
And I walked away telling her that if she's unsure of this, I'd rather not waste our time.
Betul.
But on that same night, she came back telling me that it was a mistake and that she wanted to live her life with me.
This girl is confused.
Is confused, she don't know what she wants, and it's sasui.
It's indecisive.
Very indecisive.
I don't like indecisive people.
Exactly.
Kan macam like...
And this guy is really so sure, like, okay.
Waste time.
Waste time, sir. Second time this happened was March 2025. Only 4 months before our engagement in July. She told me again that she wasn't sure if she wanted to go ahead with the engagement when just 3 months before, on January, we had a talk about us possibly getting engaged, and she gave me the green light to come over with my mom to ask for her parents' blessings. I had enough and asked her then, why did we tell our friends of our engagement? I made the decision to have her tell me on the spot if she wanted to end this, then we'll end it today, and to delete everything of me, and so will I. It was too much at this point. But again, after hours of talking, she insisted that she wanted to do life with me again. Now, during the talk with her side of the family, she brought this up and said that she wanted to end it even before we got engaged, and said that I was asking her to delete everything about me from her phone and she didn't went through with it. So again, she threw the problem back to me. And on the day itself, even after we parted ways, we were heading home, I asked her again, are you sure you want to go through this with me? And she said yes. And this could be her time if she really didn't want to delete or remove anything about me. This could have been her time to shine and still part ways with me. But she didn't and still carry on with the engagement. Aku confused.
Ni perempuan confused. Ni perempuan alamak.
Aku confused. Okay.
I as a woman also grow some balls also lah.
Kalau kau dah tak suka dengan lelaki ni, 10 tahun.
Why you also want to waste your time, girl?
Yeah, exactly. 10 tahun is really very long.
Yeah. Don't waste this poor boy's time, man.
Yeah. And sama kau dah engage, kau dah wedding prep and everything. Benda ni semua involve money.
Yeah.
Involve time, dedication. You need to sit down and plan a wedding. It's not easy.
And then kau nak ke plan a wedding dengan lelaki yang macam kau memang dah lose feelings for? Kesian kan budak tu.
Kan?
Lepas tu this poor boy pun macam like nak wanna do life with her. So macam like, but you okay not? Are you okay? If you don't like me, you can leave me, you know.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. Tapi dia masih macam,
no, I want to do life with you.
I don't know. Kau ambil bunga rose. He love me not. He love me. Fata, this guy. Kau tengok last petal dia cakap apa.
Indecisive, you know.
Bloody hell.
Most successful people out there, they are very decisive one.
Yeah, they know what they want.
I want this, work towards it. Not like,
Kan.
ni bukan TikTok trend tau yang kan.
Apa TikTok trend saya tu? Oh, yang itu
Macam-
this or that Aku pernah buat saya dulu. Fatah Ahmad.
Amat. Tapi last minute pergi kat Fatah. Kau tahu
Kan dia keluar frame. Lepas tu dia masuk balik. Pergi kat Fatah. Kau. In between all this overthinking and issues that popped out, it wasn't like our relationship was strained. It was normal. As before, typical ups and downs, like at times even better than before. So I only viewed them as challenges that helped build us back stronger. Anyways, after more talks with families from both sides, kau dah involve family. Soal leceh, kau tahu tak? A decision was made to have it called off. I have nothing but love and respect for her family and the bond created. Very good, very mature, this guy. But both families were already so close and friendly with one another, and it stings a little more knowing a lot more is lost with this separation. A 10-year relationship, someone I genuinely considered as my best friend and not just a lover, a life partner through it all wiped out for a month's worth of relationship with a stranger she knew for a month plus. Having the situation brought upon you when you're an adult and in the midst of all the life that is throwing at you is a hell of a nightmare to navigate. And it doesn't help knowing her obsession on how people think of her, and with her way of putting the blame first on me at first before being caught red-handed. Remember how she spin and she said, "Oh, it's you, your PL is like that, blah, blah, blah." I wouldn't be surprised if she twists and convey the story differently when asked or even put the whole blame on me. I've heard stories about affairs happening during relationships, being married, engaged, or just a phase before, but I never would have guessed that she had it in her to cheat, as there were no signs of her being the type of person to do so. On top of all that, after all this, there were no feelings of remorse or regret whatsoever. It all ended and she carried on with her life. People who cheat on their partner, whether it's spouse, fiance, or just boyfriend, girlfriend, how do they have it in their heart to do so and just go along with their life, or even jumping into a relationship with one that they cheated with? Why did this have to happen after choosing engagement? Why did she let it run this long and betray me for another guy? Why wasn't there at least an inch of consideration in all of this? And if it were to end without the affair, it would have still been a tough pill to swallow, but at the very least, it will not leave me with a feeling of being betrayed or just stepped over. Why did we have to be engaged and get both families close before she chose to do this? I can't grasp the concept of cheating on your partner, the fact that you are over someone's faith in trusting people in the future, and the actions carried out making the other party feel so belittled. These are just a few things that I still don't understand. Anyway, I'm still taking it day by day and learning to fully trust that whatever challenges he wheels into our life will never be more than what we can bear. True. Mm-hmm. If anything, I walk away from this with much more than what I know before, and will just take it as one big painful lesson. Thank you for the time to read this long email. Love the stories y'all share, be it funny, horror, or just some sassuiness. Wishing more success and barakah for the both of you, and may the podcast flourish always. Kind regards, Anonymous.
Thank you, Chic Bro. We hope it's I know 10 years is a long time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so sorry for your loss, but means I feel like God loves you, that
Yes.
He shows,
Before you.
daripada kau
Kahwin.
imagine kau terkahwin dengan dia, and then because since she's an indecisive girl,
Right?
imagine ini tunang je, dia don't care that she's tunang orang, and like she's like,
Yeah,
bro, means she won't care if she's a wife also.
exactly.
So it's okay.
It's her morale.
It's all
It's
the
her
moral.
morals. Yeah. Yeah. And right, nasib baik kau belum. Imagine kalau kau dah sign dengan The Acacia Geneo. So leceh. Orang The Acacia Geneo dah bookkan kau that particular date. Dia dah pilih, oh cantik you, cantik be Acacia Geneo. Kau dah drop deposit.
Sayang.
Korang ni aku tak faham. Dalam cerita-cerita ni semua, dah dapat lelaki baik, kau trash. Kau dapat bini baik, kau buat hal. Kenapa tak boleh saling appreciate?
Tak thrilling ah.
Kepala otak kau thrilling. Kau thrilling, kau naik roller coaster, babi.
Tak thrilling
Kau
lah.
jangan. Then what? Find other cheap thrills lah. Jump off the ni. Skydiving. Skydive.
Yalah,
Not jump off that one.
expensive ma.
Skydive.
Expensive ma.
Sentosa
This
have.
is cheap thrill lah. People say cheap thrill.
It's not cheap law. If you already do all the
Yeah, it costs a
preparation,
lot
it
of
costs a lot. Like
money,
both, even the family semua.
And wedding is not cheap ah.
Exactly.
It's most of them not affordable except if you do at Acacia lah.
That one affordable.
That one is
14,000
affordable.
plus.
Affordable, yeah, correct.
Synonymous.
And very synonymous. Like most of it are included already, so you don't have to worry. Just hadir,
Yeah, hadir.
hadir.
Yes, correct. Oh my god, I hate this kind of story. It makes me so
Okay.
angry. Why people
I
so
got one.
stupid? Yeah, okay, please read. I want to chill.
Say already what?
already.
Never pay attention. Hi, the Chic Code girls. Firstly, I just want to say I absolutely love your podcast. Every episode feels like I'm sitting in a mama at 1 a.m. listening to girlfriends spill the hottest tea ever.
Alright.
So I think I have a story that belongs here. Please keep me anonymous.
Okay.
A while ago, I downloaded Bumble with one mission only, to find a serious relationship. This is good. You admit it.
That you are
You
on.
want
Yes.
yeah. Because ramai out there, I download dating app just for fun. To find a serious relationship, I wasn't there to collect matches or followers. I genuinely wanted to meet someone. That's when I met this guy. Let's call him Amri, not his real name. He was about 2 years older than me, and honestly, from the beginning, he seemed like the biggest green flag ever. For our first date, he drove all the way to my house to pick me up. But before even we left, he greeted my parents, introduced himself properly, and even asked for their permission to take me out. I remember thinking, wow, this one different ah.
Oh, yeah lah. Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Got a different guy. Okay.
He brought me out for lunch and insisted on paying. After lunch, he suggested we perform Zuhur prayers together at Masjid Wilayah.
Oh,
Kat mana tu, Malaysia ke Singapore?
Malaysia lah.
Okay.
Wilayah. Masjid Wilayah.
Okay. Again, green flag, dia cakap. After that, I casually mentioned that I wanted to stop by Watson dekat Central Market because I needed to buy personal items.
Okay.
Nothing romantic, just girl things. This man literally took out his bank card and handed it to me.
First date? So gentleman Oh, so sweet.
I immediately said, no lah, it's okay. It's okay. This is my personal stuff only.
That's such a
He
turn on.
refused to take his card back. It's okay, just pakai je duit I. He even held my hand and told me to use it. It's okay, ambil je, tap je, you tap je.
Dia bilang tak payah. Kata ambil.
Saya bilang tak payah. I was dying from secondhand embarrassment. In the end, he paid again. Then while driving home, he suddenly asked, "You want dessert?"
I want.
Coincidentally, I had an Inside Scoop promo voucher. This man actually drove all the way to Bangsa just so we could redeem that voucher and eat ice cream together. Girl, petrol wasn't cheap, okay? By the end of the day, he sent me home before Maghrib. Everything about that first date felt effortless. It honestly felt like one of those halal romance movies. For the next few months, we texted every day, had long phone calls, and slowly got to know each other.
Okay.
One random afternoon while I was at work,
Okay.
I opened Instagram stories.
Okay.
And there he was, standing beside a baby stroller.
Why do you have to crush that? Aku dah tadi tersenyum sipu-sipu.
With a little boy who looked around 3 years old.
The nephew maybe.
I immediately replied, where are you? You never told me you were going out. Anak siapa tu? His reply, my son.
Huh? Duda.
His name is sorry, I don't know if I should say this because I don't know if this is real or not. Let me just say.
Okay.
His name is Noah Aiden bin Ashamboy.
Okay. Asham boy lah.
Dia cakap, excuse me? I replied again, no, seriously, whose child is that? Then he said, does my name look like Ashamboy to you? Of course that's not my son. It's my friend's child. He doesn't have a father, so I feel sorry for him. I'm like a father figure to him.
Okay.
I just stared at my phone. My brain completely stopped functioning. Part of me wanted to believe him. Another part of me was thinking, sis, what if this is actually his child?
Yeah.
What if he's secretly married? What if that's his wife behind the camera?
Yeah.
So I jokingly replied, are you sure that's not actually your son? Unfortunately, that joke didn't land at all. To make things worse, I was already having a stressful day at work. My overthinking kicked in. I removed my WhatsApp profile picture. Why girl?
You do that ah?
I do
Aku
that,
tak kuasa Syal.
I do that, man. Last time lah.
Yes
When
Syal.
I'm rajuk.
Aku tak
I
kuasa
remove my
Syal.
WhatsApp picture. Means I'm on my D&D mode.
Aku tak kuasa Syal. Gambar aku dah bertahun segitu kat WhatsApp picture.
Switched my phone to flight mode and decided, you know what? I'll deal with this later.
Okay.
Bad idea.
Why?
The moment I switched my phone back on after work, chaos.
Alamak.
I was greeted with a very, very long message from Amri.
Okay.
The one sentence that stuck with me was, thank you for finally showing me your true colours. You will probably be the first to leave me if I'm ever going through something difficult. Now I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Ayo. I immediately felt guilty. So I texted him and asked if we could meet face to face because I didn't want this misunderstanding to continue.
Yep. Then.
He agreed. But then he chose a place in Bandar Sri Permaisuri Cheras.
Okay.
Girl, I was working in Damansara. It was 5 p.m. KL traffic. Did I say more? I spent what felt like forever driving there. And when I finally arrived, I couldn't even get out of my car. I sat there for 20 minutes rehearsing my apology like I was preparing for a job interview. After convincing myself to walk into the mall, I froze again. Because guess what?
What?
He wasn't alone. He was having dinner with 3 or 4 of his friends.
Okay.
Hello? Antilin. Hello?
Hello.
I thought we were meeting privately. So there I was, standing outside a restaurant for another 25 minutes, waiting for him to finish eating. Only after he came out did we finally talk. And yes, no, the entire conversation happened while standing outside a restaurant. No cafe, no privacy, just 2 awkward adults standing there. I looked at him and said, I came here, I want to apologize. It wasn't that I didn't trust you. I was just genuinely curious and I was already overwhelmed with work that day. I'm sorry for disappearing, and if you're okay with it, I would still like us to continue getting to know each other. He smiled and replied, it's okay. I forgive you and I still want to get to know you. And at that moment, I genuinely thought everything was okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I genuinely thought everything was finally okay again. Little did I know,
What?
that wasn't even the biggest plot twist.
What is the biggest plot twist?
If you girls are interested, I have a part 2. And trust me, it gets even more sasui. Lots of love. Nah, wait, girl, finish it lah. Finish it. I'm gonna reply you. Hey, tak baik kasih kita.
Habiskanlah cerita tu. Kau kata ada biggest plot twist. Apa jadi?
Ayo. Ayo, tak baik kasih kita.
Kita tak pernah reply orang ni.
Kita tak pernah.
Dulu pernah sekali lah. Sekali 2.
Okay, kita ada ni.
Apa?
Appreciation email.
Okay, baca ke sikit.
Dearest Wirda, Sophia, and the backbone of this amazing podcast, the entire Tishishi team. Please keep me anonymous.
All right.
I'm so thankful that I discovered your podcast when TikTok put one of your episodes on my FYP. From that moment on, I've been binge listening to on Spotify, starting from episode 1. Whenever I'm driving, at home, during my free time, or even while at work. You two have brought me so much joy and happiness, and most importantly, a wake-up call from being a doormat girl. I am incredibly grateful that you girls exist and that you continue creating this podcast. Thank you for teaching women out there to love themselves, have standards, and get a hobby. I've learned so much from both of you, wonderful and inspiring ladies. MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Thank you so
You've
much.
taught me to stay away from situationships, friends with benefits, and toxic men, and to prioritize myself instead. I will manifest my green flag man who will treat me the way I deserve to be treated. Thank you for the laughter, wisdom, and honest conversations. You have genuinely made a positive impact on my life.
Aww.
Sending lots of love and appreciation to you both and the entire TZC team. Love, XOXO Anonymous.
Thank you so much for sending that. MashaAllah,
Thank
tabarakallah.
you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sending all your emails. Aku masih nak tahu part 2 cerita tu apa. Maybe korang boleh letak in the comment section kalau ni
What do
jadi.
you guys think happened? Like, guess.
Yeah, guess.
Because we finally replied to her. We said tak baik
Cerita
kasi kita
tergantung.
tergantung.
Yeah, tak apa. Suspense. Korang boleh komen kat bawah apa jadi dengan lelaki tu.
Kau rasa?
Dengan
Okay, let's guess.
Okay.
Aku rasa sorry.
Kau cakap dulu.
Aku rasa he's really the father.
Same.
Because why would she include that in the story?
Yeah. I think he is the father. It's either dia duda or dia nak jadikan isteri kedua. Itu dalam kepala
Aku
otak
rasa
aku.
dia manipulator.
Kau rasa dia cheat lah. As in
Dia really bapa kepada tu and dia suami orang kot. Aku rasa dia suami orang.
okay, so sekarang ada 3 possibility Satu is
Duda. Suami
Satu is suami orang and dia nak jadikan isteri kedua. Lagi satu is suami orang and dia manipulator. Jeng. Mari kita lihat bila dia reply.
Yes, mari kita lihat siapa yang kena.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. This episode is brought to you by the Acacia Geneo. So if you haven't booked the personal tour, please do so. And you can call 6995-2602 to book your personal tour. And jangan lupa untuk follow dorang dekat Instagram and TikTok at the Acacia SG. So korang boleh tengok lah wedding-wedding orang lain dah pernah buat kat situ and get inspired from that. So thank you so much and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.